So what I've done is, while I was waiting for this to dry, which is now dry and ready to go, I put our little working stand together so we'll have somewhere to put it. So we don't need to wait. We don't need to waste any time while something's drying. We can go through your drawings and you can find either deck furniture, or you can start on a mast here and there and utilise that time while other things are drying. Now let's get the filler bow blocks in, 16 and 17, and that's a real easy one for us. Stick him on like that, flush at the top. We'll continue that shear line along for that deck. And then in the back we've got the wedge shaped piece. Put it in from the top and she'll just fall in like that. And then we can continue when they're dry. We've gone away and got our deck, and we've put a centre line down as per the instructions, and that'll help us definitely later on when we go to deck this actual piece with decking boards. Now before we put that on the frame itself, we've got to deal with the surface that it's going to sit on. Now what's got to happen is all these surfaces, they've got to be dead flat, so we get a good surface to glue the deck onto. Now there's two areas that we're going to have to look at, and the first one is up the bow here where these filler blocks meet. Let's just make sure, and we'll bring all that into flat alignment. Use the half round side of your file and just backwards and forwards across there until all the burnt lasering is gone and that being flat. Now at the back it's a little bit different in that the very last frame, frame number 10, there is a rise there as mentioned in the instructions. So when we do eventually just plane that off flat with the other frames and line them up, we'll take that very corner away and then that will come flat. So that's a good one there too. It's well done by the manufacturer. Okay, so we'll do that and then we'll be ready to put the deck on. So let's have a look at it now. We've finished that. That's all nice and flat and level at the back there. As you can see, there was a little bit to take off, and that's wonderful, nice and flat. And up the bow section, we filed it, and we filed it all nice and level. There was hardly any scratches on it at all. It's a very good model. Now, we should be able to just pick this up and put it in on one side first, and it should just fall in. And there it goes. It did, just fell in. Now turn it over and see in the joints itself that you've got a nice seal which will be timber on timber. Now that's what we're going to do next, is attach it. And the way that we do that, we get our white PVA glue yet again, and we run a bead of glue over the tops of the frames and the keel, all of them, put them on, and then get some pins, all brass nails which are supplied in your kit, and hammer them in. So as a demonstration, pin in like that and give it a bit of a tap. And that's all there is to it. And then those two surfaces will come together, and when they're dry we'll take the pins out and we'll move on. A good idea that I've always found is get your ruler and go from frame head to frame head and put them up against it and just draw it along. And then when you do put your pin in, you can go right in the middle of those two lines and find the very centre of your frame. You shouldn't have to panic now. There's the white glue gone on. We've just put it in all the areas that we need. Now don't panic about this because this is white PVA glue. It's a nice common wood glue and it'll give you plenty of working time. You've probably got a good 10 minutes or so of good working time to be able to pin this in place, which is more than enough. So there it is like that, and then as I say, start from the middle, and I'm going to put my very first one on the centre line, which we've put in. Just a couple of taps like that. We don't have to send it home because it's there to do a job for us. Then I'm going to go roughly about a station away, a station being a frame away. Next one, don't have to beat the hell out of it. And the next one. And then I'm going to spread out this way again. Just enough. And then there's a bit of a dip. I think we'll put another one in here. And this is totally up to you, but this is about right on the frames. And then we'll put one right up the bow here. And away you go. Now come back straight away with your cotton bud and just get rid of some of that white PVA glue. Two reasons. One, if you touch it with your fingers, it's going to go all over your job, and you really have to, right from this stage, protect your work from what you're doing. So just get rid of that. Down that little hole there, out the bow, and anywhere that you see it. Just get rid of it. Then later, we'll turn it over and we'll have a little wipe on the inside as well.